Hey guys, we're here at the cabin today. We're going to be working on putting in the rainwater collection system. We're completely off grid here. I think I've said that before. So, without a well, which I can't really afford right now, best option is going to be getting free water out of the sky. If you look around, you'll notice spring is just about to start. It's about to get real rainy. We just had two big storms with some tornadoes and what they called historic flooding. So, I already missed all that water. But figure better late than never. Let's get to it. Now, in preparation for hanging gutters, I'm going to be putting up, I guess what you call a fascia board. I don't know. It's a 2x8. I'm going to be screwing it to the end of the roof rafters. And I'm the only one here right now. So here's my plan. You can see I got some screws in here. I measured from the edge of that one to the one that I'm standing in front of. Hopefully I can push this up here one-handed, get 2 screws in, and then move the ladder. This isn't difficult at all. Hopefully I get it lined up right because I can't see the end at all. Please stay there. Well, actually, not bad. Now I don't want this to look super jank, so I'm actually gonna mark where the screws are gonna go. This one is at 1 1/4 inches down. This is a 5 1/4 down. So let's see if I can get it centered, and then get blared in the face by the sun. And I'm just gonna do that to this one and this one, and I can reach. Spider web. Okay, now that that is on and all screwed in, I can see that my plan's sort of coming together. I left just enough space on the end of that. I left just enough space on the end of the roof to fit a 2x8, which is what I expected to use. And there's just enough overhang right there. I should be able to stick a gutter, and it's going to drop water right into the middle-ish area of the gutter. Now, the only thing is, I tried that out on the easy side. Now, quick math tells you it's about 8 foot. That's a sheet of plywood. That's about 1 foot tall. So that's 9 feet. Well, over here, that's about 3.5, 4 feet, which makes that about 13 feet. A little more sketchy to do this side. So for our rainwater collection, I decided probably the cheapest and easiest to get option for us was, I think, IBC totes. I'm pretty sure that's what they're called. The ones I got are 275 gallons. I'm gonna make a spot to put it. I'm gonna put the gutters on the back half of the house, so obviously the porch and stuff where you are a lot doesn't have a ton of stuff hanging out around it. Just got back with the new rainwater catchment tanks. I got some IBC totes. These are food grade and have been pre-cleaned, ready to go. Way to get this to the house. actually, you know what? This is almost completely hard packed naturally from just existing. That's loose, so I think as this fills up, it's going to weigh over a ton. It's going to compress this side naturally and kind of level out. I'm going to leave it alone. So obviously you can see the tote is going to get hit with direct sunlight quite a lot. The sun east to west, the house faces north. So to mitigate bacteria growth, you can either do a little bit of chlorine, you can paint the tote black and cover it. Sorry, I'm trying to get gnats out of my face. Or you could do a little bit of both. I might do a little bit of both. We'll see. But for now, I've got these covers to put on them, which I haven't done yet, so I don't know how it fits. Hold on, let me figure this out. Give me a second. Okay, I figured it out. I got it tied down. This little flap. I guess if you're going to use them not with rainwater, just go up. You got that flap. You can get to the lid. Fill it up. So take a look over here. You'll notice that there is now a gutter on this side of the house. I took some time off camera yesterday, having never hung gutters before. Gonna take some time and figure it out off camera, so all the shots weren't me experimenting, looking confused. Everything on this side of the house is harder. I'm not sure how, but I actually have maybe another an inch of metal overhang on this side. So I put the gutter hangers at the same height. So the roof actually sits farther down in and towards the edge of the gutter. But I don't really want to go up and like change it. Plus it'll look more uniform this way from the ground. But I don't want to get on the ladder on the sketchy side of the house and like move the hangers again. I will make it work. I should probably take this down and install this because this is going to be impossible. I'm trying to avoid climbing the ladder a bunch of times and moving it, so I'm trying to do this all in one go, the full 15 feet. This is going to be a disaster, so enjoy. that popped out. Oh my God, it almost went perfect. Almost. Oh. Perfect. Yeah. That'll hold it right there. Figure out a way to strap that. All right. This collar is screwed on, so is this one. The water level should really only ever be here, so these being screwed on doesn't matter. They're not going to leak, in theory. And I want to be able to take these off just in case. I say just in case, but all this has to come back off because I haven't painted the house yet. So, you know, doing stuff a little out of order. It's supposed to rain a bunch. I can't paint. It's not paint season. I'll do it in June. So after a day's worth of work, this is finished. The other side is done as well. The collector in the back is done with the first flush diverter, the leaf feeder, and then the pipe that flows to the tank. I am going to get a lid that has a very fine mesh filter in it. I just don't have it yet. The tank is completely empty. It's supposed to rain in the middle of the night and most of tomorrow. We'll see how much we get. All right, I am back at the house. I've been going for about 4 days. I think we had a 1 day heavy rain and another day a half-ish rain. A couple storms went through. This is actually a good sign. Now, you're not going to catch my genuine shock from a couple minutes ago, but I looked in here to see if there's any water, expecting to look at the bottom. Look at this. Halfway up the tote, it's got water in it. So, in a hurry, I unzipped this to check it. We got almost 90 gallons of water from basically 1.5 days of rain and maybe only a few hours of heavy rain. That's like a really good sign from a roof that's this small. Now, last week, obviously, we discovered that the gutters leak a little bit. I'm not going to worry about fixing that right away. There's bigger fish to fry here, like I don't have a place to shower or any way to filter this water, etc., etc. Oh, we don't have a ceiling in the house, so spiders fall on my head. Yeah, so I will fix it soon, but I'm not going to fix it right this second. Plus, when we have heavy rain, it overrides all the little leaks. But yeah, I'm going to wait for another rainstorm. I'm not giving up on getting some footage of the system actually pushing some water. So Don't know when it's going to rain next. Hopefully today. It's cloudy. Rain hard today. I'd like to get some footage. That'd be nice. Before that, though, since I'm already here, might as well clean these screens off. All right, I didn't click this one all the way down in. Yeah, that way it's easy to get off. Thank you for your help, Tree. I'm on the way to get Shy from work because I drove her to work today. I had to fix her car. And the sky looks like I might get some clips of the rainwater system. And the weather app is showing 5 of 5 raindrops underneath the rain cloud icon. So I'm assuming that means we might get some serious rain here. So it is shaping up to be another very pretty day out here. But last night it stormed pretty hard. Now, one of my obstacles for this video is actually one of the things I really like about Tennessee is, for the most part, it seems to rain at night when I'm sleeping, and it doesn't rain when I'm outside awake doing stuff, which is pretty nice. Except for when you're trying to get a clip of the rainwater system in action, and it exclusively rains between 2 and 4 a.m. I am still waiting to try to get that clip of the rainwater system in action, but in good news, just from 2 storms, we have about 165 gallons from this 15-foot long, probably 14-foot wide roof. So that's promising for living here full time. So I just ran some errands. It took a few hours. And we got a ton of rain. Like, flooded out the driveway. Ton of rain. That doesn't normally happen. And the very frustrating part is not only that I missed it, but I also shut the rain barrel because it wasn't supposed to rain today. It's closed. Hopefully that shot looked good, because me and my phone just got absolutely soaked for that. Oh, finally. It's been 2 weeks since I got the gutter system done. And I heard the wind start picking up. There's a severe thunderstorm and a tornado watch. And I was standing up by the cars, and I started hearing what sounded like this big gust of wind coming in. And I saw the rain coming in and just dumping, and I ran to the house. Oh, there you go. Now you can see how wet I am. Just soaked. I'm gonna have to peel this shirt off. Oh, you thought the video was over? No. Actually, I thought it was over too. I already have it edited at this point in time, but I just got back to the house. I have a couple things left to do to it, and I pulled up to the rain storage tank knowing it just rained a bunch. This thing is full. Look at that right there. That's water. So I might be getting the second tank here already, because it's supposed to rain for the next 2 or 3 days straight. And this is full already. And I don't really want to miss all that water. We need water, so. So both of these tanks have male hose fittings on them. I'm thinking what I can do for now is, if I just hook up a hose here, it'll fill this one until this one's about equalized with that one according to gravity. Just in case though, I already have a little transfer pump, and it's a male to male. So I need one hose that has 2 female ends, and then the other one doesn't necessarily have to. I could just stick it in the top. All right, a $4 part later, female to female hose. All right, it's been 10 minutes and the flow has slowed down quite a bit. So I think I'm gonna switch to the pump. But we transferred what? If that's 50, maybe 30 gallons in about 10 minutes. So 3 gallons a minute by gravity. It's not terrible. So my rainwater is definitely taken on a lot of leaf color. I mean, there's trees everywhere, so there's some leaves that end up on the roof that end up in the gutters. The water runs over. It's kind of like a tea bag. It's gonna, you know, you dip tea bag in tea. No, you dip a tea bag in hot water, and it soaks up all the stuff that's in the leaves. Now it's in the water you have tea. That's what the leaves are doing to my rainwater. That's why it's a little yellow. Now I'm gonna run a 2-stage filter system that's going to take the rainwater through a sediment filter, which is really nothing in there anyway, but might as well. And then it's going to run through an activated carbon filter, which is supposed to take out all of the color, a little bit of the chlorine, taste, which we're not drinking our rainwater, so that's not really a concern. But if it takes out taste, it'll probably take out smell. But also the chlorine that I put in it will do that too. So hopefully that'll clear it up as we're using it, and it's being pumped through that filter system, which it's not going to be with that pump, don't worry. It will clarify and be nice and clean. But I don't know. I could be doing all this for nothing. We'll find out. That'll be in a future video, but we'll find out. I feel like this is going to be hilarious to capture, but this is the part that I'm most concerned about. When you stick your head in here, that water doesn't stink. There's actually like, I mean, it doesn't smell like green tea, but it's got a little like citrusy smell to it. It's probably the fact that I put like quarter cup of chlorine in that 300 gallons, almost 300 gallons, in the tote that has a cover, so that it wouldn't have a smell. But it doesn't have a smell, so it doesn't have a ton of bacteria. Well, it doesn't have any bacteria growing in it because you can smell it. I've left little gallon jugs of water sitting in the kitchen on the counter before, and the sunlight hits it for a few days, and that stuff reeks because it was like distilled water or purified water, spring water that didn't have chlorine in it, and it goes bad fast. I mean, days. So this stuff's been out here for 2-3 weeks now. That's a really good sign because it's only been chlorinated for about 3 days, and it didn't have a smell before either. Well, now we have a tote ready for the next few days of rainstorms, and we have one with about 1,000 liters. There's about 263 gallons of water ready for use as soon as the bathhouse is done. It doesn't even exist yet. I have another one of these covers coming for this tote. It should be here this weekend. It's Monday right now, and I have the little cap with the super fine mesh sock that's supposed to be in there so I can leave the cap off when it's not raining. So anyway, guys, I appreciate you watching this video. I appreciate you coming along, watching what we're doing here. This stuff's not completely done. I don't know if it ever will. It's kind of like when you build cars for a hobby, like your project cars are never finished, ever. They're just always evolving. I'm doing it with my home. So I don't know if that's signing me up for a life of wonderfulness or just a life of always having work to do. Probably that one. Probably both. But anyway, appreciate you guys watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.